What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Married to Medicine season 9, episode 2, girl. What is this called? The Beauty Shop. So we get into the episode and baby, Dr. Heavenly had to go over there and see Dr. Jackie after hours, okay? Now let's get into this. Well, we'll get into it in a second. Because Mama came up in there and basically was having a little bit of issues. You know, she having some women's issues. She said, listen, girl, I ain't had my cycle in 2 months, okay? Dr. Jackie just automatically said, oh, you welcome to the mature club. You know, she menopausal or whatever, perimenopausal, okay? And Heavenly said, nah, we not finna go there. I could be pregnant. I said, now, girl, granted, we've seen some stuff like that happen, but with the assistance of doctors, most likely, that people at an upper age have gotten pregnant. Sometimes it just happened, but girl, you are not pregnant, okay? She missed 2 cycles worth of cycles, or I say 2 periods, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was saying she was tired, her sleep is broken, she don't be wanting to have sex. I mean, the penetration part, she don't want to do nothing with that. She said, well, all that dryness down there with that big old thing trying to go through that little thing. I said, yeah, you're most likely in the early stages of menopause, perimenopause, you know. She said, but I still do the mouth thing because that's what he like. I said, girl, ain't nobody need to know that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to picture Dr. Heavenly down on her knees with daddy just all up in her mouth. You know, Dr. Damon. It's like, what have you done? I was about to say some more stuff, but I couldn't get it out because I just, he's so soft spoken, and I'm just picturing him when he doing this stuff, saying it in the same monotone voice that he be saying. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because I like Dr. Damon. I like Dr. Damon a lot. Okay, but anyway. Dr. Jackie saw her ass and she said, that's what's going on, get your ass out, okay? You know, they doing some little tests and all that stuff, and she gonna get her right, okay, fine. But then Dr. Contessa is at home, girl. Dr. Contessa at home, and I said, damn, am I getting old, or is puberty really just sneaking up on these kids? Because Dr. Contessa kids are like damn near teenagers, if not. And they tall and everything, but see, Contessa is tall too. I don't know if Scott tall, but I'm pretty sure that Contessa look like she taller than Scott. But either way, okay, you know, so we get into them, we see her older daughter, she on the skateboard. I said, well, girl, how old is she? That look like a grown-ass woman, but all right, you know. The little boy out there, they finna get ready to play soccer with the other little girl, Layla. Who is that? They finna play soccer with the little girl. She was like, Mom, you old. I said that little girl is gonna be a problem. Case in point, now somebody said Dr. Contessa's daughter bad as hell. In my comments, I let that shit slide because I don't like to talk on people's kids because I always say, leave the kids out of it, whatever. It ain't their fault, okay? The way that they turn out, we blame the parents. But baby, that little girl gonna get in trouble. If they don't nip that shit in the bud right about now, I understand that we let the kids, we want them to speak their minds or whatever. But sometimes they got to understand that, baby, it is a time and a place that we just need to hold back just a little bit. We can't speak everything that's on our mind. Because when Toya pulled up and then her boys came out, she said, oh my God, it's the good one and the bad one, the evil one and the bad one. Okay, this one is okay, but then that one is the devil. I said, oh my goodness. Oh, baby, I probably would have excused the fuck out of me. Now, I know you're a little kid, but, and I don't give a damn if you better get your daughter. You better get, what? So what do y'all be talking about while we not here? What do y'all be talking about while we not here? Okay, you know, Toya took it in stride. She took it cute, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure Contessa even knows that that little girl gonna get them in a little trouble, okay? She gonna get her little butt beat up. You know, she gonna have a time when she get in school, okay? You know, gonna be stressing her little brother out because he gonna have to. That's my sister, okay? I know she talk a lot. Just don't like no. Just I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it, okay? Layla, please. I'm tired of getting my ass whooped or trying to fight for your ass because you talking too damn much. That's how he gonna be. It's gonna be stressing him out. But they sitting down there having a little conversation, okay? She was like, girl, what's going on with you and Anila? Anila trying to be your friend so bad. And I'm sitting here like, okay. I'm sitting here like, do Anila really want to be her friend so bad? Or is Anila trying to just be cordial for the sake of being cordial? I don't see nobody really trying to be Toya. No shade. No shade. Honestly, I'm not even going to say just Toya. I'm not seeing anybody trying to really be anybody's friend so bad on this cast besides the relationship that was already established between Jackie and Simone, because they had the long running relationship and friendship, before the show and on the show. So that is one I can understand, but everybody else, ain't nobody trying to be somebody's friend so bad. But baby, when they got into the whole thing about Dr. Contessa, she was like, sometimes you just need to take a step back and you just need to take a break from people. And that's what I had to do with Heavenly, so the whole thing with Heavenly, okay. Now I looked at Heavenly's review for the episode last week, and it was, if y'all want some more insight, I do believe the stuff that's coming out of Heavenly's mouth when she talked about what's going on behind the scene. Heavenly was about to spill a lot of shit, okay? And sometimes that is a good thing. Okay, you give us some little details or whatever that we probably missed, and then to probably piece together why this scene went this way in this episode and why it didn't or whatever. And like if it felt like we missed something, that's because this part, whatever that they didn't put in, was taken out. I get that. That's cool. But basically, she is basically trying to say, like, the way Contessa is presenting the fact that they're not speaking at this moment is kind of being fake, because they talked about the situation and they talked about certain things and they were still kind of talking in a time that they wasn't talking according to Contessa. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to the whole thing with her being upset with her talking about her relationship, and I get that. I understand. I understand to a certain extent. And I saw the comments. And I agree with y'all too. Okay? Because at the end of the day, she is getting upset at the fact that Dr. Heavenly got on her YouTube channel and she was answering questions about her relationship to Scott. And I understand, okay, don't talk on my relationship. But her thing was, is you talking about my relationship to people online, bringing all these other people in. And at that moment, I'm sitting here like, that logic don't make sense, though, Contessa. Because, Contessa, you and Scott put this information out there to way more people that are looking at Dr. Heavenly's YouTube page by putting it on TV, okay? You volunteered the information. Y'all volunteered the information that you were not happy in a relationship, that there was a possibility that something else was going on. The body language, we didn't even have to hear those words. It was just the body language itself told a lot of us a lot of the shit that Dr. Heavenly kind of said. So I get it that you feel like you feel a little betrayed, that your friend actually just took it upon herself to talk about it outside of the show on YouTube or whatever. But at the same time, you can't be mad and say, oh, you talking about this with strangers and all this stuff, because when I go back and look at it, yeah, Dr. Heavenly has said a lot of shit about just about everybody on this damn cast, okay? But when it comes to that relationship aspect of it with Contessa, she really wasn't going deep in. Like she always said, I could go deeper, but I'm not going to go there, because that was her friend. She never went so far that I would be offended that she said, do I feel like there's some type of abuse going on in a relationship? Yeah, it'll sting to hear that coming out of my friend's mouth, but you've probably already had that conversation with her, and that's probably why she felt comfortable enough to say it. Plus, it was already implied, if not, you already kind of confirmed it a little bit when you was on the show last season. You put that shit out there. So how are you upset when everybody else is calling that shit out? Heavenly ain't the only one. I get that that's your friend, but if you're going to be pissed off about it to everybody. Be pissed off about it to the viewers and all that shit. And I know it's a difference because she don't know us, but she know Heavenly. But Heavenly really didn't say nothing different from what she said and different from what we've been saying. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit, Contessa, you put out there first. She just reiterated it, So it's It got to be something else. It got to be something else. Because, I mean, at this current moment, last week, they was going back and forth. They was going back and forth talking about each other. I was just like, oh, my God, so y'all really not cool right now? Or is this just a little PR shit? You know? Damn. So at this point, you know, Toya, she feel a little vindicated. I told you, we're having you know that she now that she a snake. You gotta have 3 eyes on her. I said, Toya, you just hush. Cause you really ain't got no business. All right. I just want you to be quiet right now. That little scene when Quiet was with her nephew and he was looking at her eyebrows and her hair, and she was like, my eyebrows is just a little bit drawn on to make it a little bit thicker. The hair ain't mine, the lashes ain't mine, and he tried to wipe her eyebrows. That was cute. That was cute. So we go to Anila place. Honestly, Anila girl, suck it up. I hate to say that, but I'm looking at her stuff and I'm just like, girl, okay, you got a nanny, you got a housekeeper probably, you know, Miss Gomez, and you're waking up at 7 o'clock, y'all in this new house. It just kills me how sometimes these people, they got so much, they still be complaining about what they don't have. I'm sitting here like, you got this big ass house and you complaining about a coffee maker. Baby, you 9 out of 10 gonna go out throughout the day and go get you a Starbucks anyway. When her husband said, I mean, come on, you the type of person. You drink McDonald's coffee, okay? Like, girl, I said, whoop. You know, the only reason why I just felt some type of way because my granddad used to drink McDonald's coffee all the fucking time. McDonald's coffee was like $1 or something back in the day, okay? Now you get a dollar, get a little cup of coffee. Baby, what is that on my thigh? Eczema. You get a little dollar cup of coffee or whatever, and hey, it'll set them right for the time being. You know what I'm saying? I said, what you trying to say? She a little cheap chick, but you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. You got to get the kids ready, okay? And you complaining he got to get up out of there, and you know the kids was so happy to see him. I like that. And she complaining about. I don't know if it's necessarily complaining, but would y'all call it complaining? Because she's like, she got so much stuff to do. You know, she's blogger, she's this, she's that, she's, you know, getting so many packages and all this stuff, and she got so many eyes on her. I'm like, well, this is the life that you chose. So suck it up, buttercup, and just deal with it, you know? Moving on from that, we get this. Quad and Mason, I should say Lil Mason has become my favorite person on this whole show right about now. Because that is a little grown man in a little boy body, okay? If his voice sounds like that at 6 years old, I wonder how it's going to sound when he turned 13 and started going through puberty, okay? When that thing changed. That boy voice is about to be deep as fuck, okay? He woke up, you know, she told him, go ahead, wash up, do what you got. I know. He be so annoyed sometimes, you know, down there eating breakfast and everything and, you know, doing his words and all that stuff. I like to see Quiet in this look, you know, home type thing because we never used to it. She said, you know, did I expect to be out here just doing the things that I'm doing, you know, because I was just once this young. You got this once young, vibrant, beautiful young lady that was out here that could do any and everything that she wanted to do, but now she has to, you know, make adjustments and worry about somebody else. I said, girl, what? All you had to do was say, you once had somebody that was free to move around and do whatever it is that they wanted to do, but now you have to, you know, think about others because you have somebody else to look after, okay? But I like this position with Quad. And actually, didn't it come out, and I synced this up in the comments as well, so I'm finna present it to y'all so we can discuss it. I remember when it was announced that Quad had a baby girl. You know, I think it was like either adopted a baby girl or surrogate or something. I think it was adopted, right? Or something like that. What happened to that? What happened to that situation? I don't want to say what happened to that because the baby is not at that. What happened to the baby girl? Anybody know any information about that? Or was that just something that was a hopeful, wishful thinking? Or, you know, what's going on with that situation? Put that down in the comments if you got any info. I would like to know. You know, she had to hurry up and get him ready to take him to school. And, you know, he was like, I hate that bus. She said, why? She said, listen, let me tell you something. I take you to school in the morning and the bus gonna take you home in the evening. He was like, because they be on that bus and they just be yelling all like maniacs, and I be telling them to be quiet, but they don't. That is a grown man. That is a grown man. I really like him. Okay, he make me he funny. All right, but yeah. I said, you know what, Quad, go ahead and pick the little boy up. Macy, you might just have to suck that shit up, okay? So Dr. Heavenly goes to her beauty supply store and she meets a couple of party planners, okay, event planners. So basically what's going on, this beauty supply has been open for the past few months, but it's not technically open. They had a soft opening, so now they're going to have a grand opening. And just looking at how big that thing is, I didn't realize that it was like actually where it's an actual salon in the back. You saw the hair chairs to get your hair done, and all that stuff. I said, all right, all in one, you do what you got to do. Okay, it only makes sense though. It makes sense to have a beauty salon within a beauty supply store. That makes sense. That makes perfect fucking sense. So, she gonna have Dr. Jackie there. Of course, all of the girls gonna be there. I guess she invited all of them. And she wanna display, some of Dr. Jackie products. And that's what friends do. Okay. Listen, if you got something going on and you my good Judy, you my good friend, you ain't even gotta ask. You got something coming out, let me go ahead and promote it for you. Let me go ahead and put this out here. I will definitely support it. You ain't gotta give me no free stuff. I will buy it. Okay. That's what friends do. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she planning on. Then we get Simone and Cecil having a double date with Miles and his girlfriend Andrea. Okay, mind you, they was like, this is Miles' first long time relationship, and I said a long term relationship. I said y'all said that like he didn't have multiple relationships. The boy's only 23 years old, but this is cute because y'all know for a minute Miles could not get it together. Miles could not get it together. He seemed like the quiet type. He seemed like, the little nerdy type or whatever, which is completely fine because I'm quiet, a little nerdy, all that stuff. And sometimes you got to take a minute for our personalities to come out. But it just seemed like he just went off track a little bit and he didn't know where he wanted to go. He wasn't in school. He went to Howard, left Howard, didn't finish, said he dropped out of college for a minute. Was staying at home with Simone and Cecil. Didn't really know what he was doing. Was just letting shit pass him by. But then he finally got his stuff together. He's in school. And he got him a little girlfriend that's the family is good with. If the parents is good with it, he good with it. I'm good with it, okay? From what I can see, Miss Lady didn't try to overstep. They said, when Father's Day came, she gave Cecil a card. Hell, Miles didn't even give him a card, okay? So she all right with me. Then we find out that, Cecil and Simone about to write a book about relationship. And it ain't gonna be one of those sugarcoating ass books. At first I was like, what? I don't want to read no book about no relationship from y'all. And let me tell you why I say that. I say that about every couple that I see that want to put out a relationship because I'm like, what the fuck can y'all tell me? Because I know y'all got shit going on to y'all relationship or whatever. Bitch, I see it. Okay? But on the other hand, the way that they explain it is like, because sometimes people try to put up a front. And I don't like that shit. Don't try to put up a front and be like, everything's all good. She said, oh, no, that's not what we doing. Because we going to talk about the good times. We going to talk about the bad time. And we going to talk about how we came back to each other in a way that we still have to work. And we putting all that shit up in there. Not sugarcoating that shit. Not trying to make it all cute or whatever. No, we giving you the real. I said, as long as you do that, I might check it out. I put it on hold at the library. Okay? But that's a good look. Cool. So, Anila get home. First of all, Miss Gomez. Okay, Miss Gomez like the nanny or whatever of the house and all that shit. She take care of it, take care of the kids, all that, right? So, she was telling the kids, okay, it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. Oh, I ain't gonna go to bed because it's time to go to bed. Go to bed. She'd have had a little play set and put out for the parents when they get back. Okay, Anila done got another package and she was like, see, this is what I do, blog this, blog that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. But Miss Gomez said, come on, let's go sit down. I got something for you. She was like, is it our anniversary or something? Did we miss something? You trying to get a raise or whatever? She trying to butter us up? No, girl, she don't want no raise. It ain't your anniversary and she ain't trying to butter you up. She just trying to let y'all know and break it to you nicely that even though it's been good, y'all probably been paying me a little well or whatever, I'm still finna go down there to Houston because I got families, I got friends, I got peoples down there. That's where my peoples is at, and it's time for me to go back, okay? Oh my God, like I feel so blindsided. Like, what are you talking about? What are we supposed to do? I mean, my son, he's known you. He's all you ever known. He's known you ever since he was in my stomach. Oh my God, like what am I supposed to do now? Like, am I supposed to stop blocking? Like, what's gonna? Is there anything that I can do to make you change your mind? Like, is it you need more pay or what? I'm sitting here like, no. No, no, don't do that. Okay. The way that they came off and did that shit, it was almost out of desperation. Like you really can't fucking parent your own kids. Okay. I get it, Anila, that you got your little blogging shit going on, stuff or whatever. I understand. We have to make time for it because it is work. It is what's bringing in income for you as well. But you can find time to do that and take care of your kids. And what she mostly was panicking about is the fact that Ms. Gomez, in so many words without saying it, is now it's time for you to be a full parent to your child, to your children. Okay? A full parent to your children. You could go get some daycare. You can probably find somebody else. And I get it. They're used to her or whatever. But, it's kind of selfish to try to make her stay when she also has family of her own that is her actual family, that she has not been seeing because she's working up there. Maybe she fulfilled whatever it is that she needed to fulfill. So therefore, since that's done and accomplished, now she's ready to go back home. She is an older woman. She wants to live out the rest of her years with her family, and that is A-okay. Let her go do that. She ain't supposed to die in your home. I'm just going to say that. Moving on from there, I said, Anila, put that mouth up and go ahead and go find some daycare. That's what you do. All right. Y'all got money. Y'all can make it work. Moving on from that, somebody said they had paid $40,000 a year for fucking daycare. And they got money. I think that shit on Twitter. They was like, how do you regular folks that don't come from certain type of income afford daycare a year? That is a fucking scam in itself, okay? But we're not going to go there right now. But then we get to Heavenly's big day. She's getting ready. Everything's looking good. They're expecting like up to 100 people or so. We see that, she's trying to see if Contessa, she's going to come. She said, I really don't understand why we had this falling out, why she's not talking to me the way that we used to talk, but I'm still going to invite her. We saw that she did invite her. Contessa did decide that she's going to show up. She's driving in the car with Simone and Toya, the people that don't give a fuck about Heavenly, okay? And, Contessa's whole thing is like, regardless of the fact that we have not been speaking and on good terms the way that we used to be, that was my friend, and regardless, I'm going to support everybody, okay? So I'm going to support her as well. I'm going to go in, maybe we can talk about things and get things back on track, and then I'm going to move it along, and I'm going to just probably get out of there early. That's understandable. She's just showing a good faith, okay? Simone and them, they like, do you think that Heavenly would do this again to you or whatever if y'all make up? And of course, Toya and Simone feel like she would. And honestly, I feel the same way. I don't know. In the sense, because I'm just gonna be real with y'all. If you have not been following Dr. Heavenly YouTube page, like Dr. Heavenly, she has talked about just about all of them. And the ones that truly get it the most and the worst, it's Toya and Simone. And honestly, when it comes to Toya, it's very much understandable, okay? But yeah, I was just sitting here like, all right, we'll see. So, everybody is getting there, getting ready for this grand opening. Dr. Jackie comes in. Dr. Jackie telling us about her product and how her stuff has been selling out, okay? She's on Ultra Beauty website out there in Canada, all in the stores and everywhere. Mama's stuff is everywhere, okay? Dr. Jackie probably the most successful person on this show, and she probably was the most successful person before the show as well. And we get to talking about, how Dr. Heavenly, Damon was okay with her, having another stream of income, another business And it only makes sense to have another business as well, bring in some more income or whatever. Everybody always, getting hair, especially in our community. We're always getting hair. We always need some hair product, okay? Especially y'all natural hair girls, we need a whole bunch of products for our shit. So that is a big industry, and why not get a piece of the pie since we mainly the ones that's be all up in the stores in our communities getting it. So let's have something for us. Um, she was up there trying to show Dr. Jackie and Quad and them how to freaking walk. I said, girl, no. And she was like, you walk, you walk, you walk, and then you dip it down low like this and you bounce and all that stuff. Now, when Quad said, now, we need an orthopedic doctor on standby, because when Dr. Heavenly went down on that floor and she was doing a little bounce, go back and rewind it to when she first dipped down, and you're going to hear a pop. You're going to hear a creak pop, okay? I said, ooh, that knee said... I said, I know that sound because that's the sound mine's to go. All right. But they was getting ready because I guess they're going to be walking in the show or whatever that's going to go on, and they're getting their hair done. Dr. Jackie and her dress look really nice. That hair is giving me 80s tees or whatever that they put on her. Quad said, you can take this shit off because it's giving me horns, and that is not what I was going for. I was going for Diana Ross, circa 1979. Y'all is giving me horns. I am an angel, okay? So we're not doing it. It was funny, right? Then this guy show up. We saw some other Gary with the T, Miss Juicy Baby, she was there, probably some other people, but then this other guy comes in with this yellow turtleneck. Girl, it always kills me when I see a man in a suit with a turtleneck shirt on. I said, I know your ass hot. I know your ass hot. Take that jacket off and I bet you with sweat stains underneath your arms. Anyway, so he come up in there. I was like, who the hell is him? Because they literally focus on him. Come to find out, his name is Mr. Wright. He's down in Miami, and he owns Mr. Wright's funeral homes, okay? He owns at least 25 at the least. And so he's looking to do business with Heavenly and to have her be the main supplier of the hair to be down there in his funeral homes, which is a good deal. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, people die every day. Unfortunately. So that's a business right there. That's a business that will never go out of style, okay? So he gets to talking to Heavenly. Heavenly introduces him to Dr. Damon in the back. Girl, next thing you know, she introduced him to Dr. Jackie, Quad. And at first I thought Quad was about to try to hit on him or whatever, but it wasn't her. It was this other girl, Nikki Natural, okay? Now, at first they said Nikki. Nikki started getting all up on, oh, so you single? You this? I'm from Miami too. What you looking like? All this stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, you just bold with the fact that your young ass trying to get this old ass money. So I get it, but it wouldn't be me. I have standards, you know what I'm saying? I just don't spread my legs for anything. But at the end of the day, they was like, this my girl, Nikki Natural. She just trying to get her and I said Nikki Natural. That's when I tuned out, and I had to go back in my mind because I was like, I heard that name before. Nikki Natural, Nikki Natural. And then it clicked. I said, this fits you. This fits you. Nikki Natural, for those that watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, go back probably a couple of seasons when she was on there and she was supposed to be dating Trick Daddy. And she ain't fucked him yet, but they was supposed to be dating. And she was just trying to use him to get a record deal and to get her music out. So, yeah, she liked them old men to use them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, to her benefit. I mean, I guess. I said Dr. Heavenly be hanging out with she has a wide array of fucking people that she kick it with. Just never would have known. So they do a little fashion show, and it was cute. Heavenly came out there with her little ginger wig on. She did the little drop it. Of course, when Dr. Davis saw, he was like, I saw you drop it. I know you did, baby. And there you go, Eugene. She should not be dropping it like she 20 when she 50. What's wrong with it? She dropped it and she got it right back up, and she wasn't nasty with it, so what's the problem? Okay? Let me tell you something. It was a lot of hateration that's going on. Now, you can say what you want about Dr. Heavenly because I will 100% understand, and I probably will agree with half of the shit that you say, too. Heavenly can be mean. Heavenly can be nasty. Heavenly can be a lot of things. But at this point in time, Heavenly is out here doing her business. Heavenly is not being anything to nobody. She's not being negative or nothing. If you knew that you had an issue with a person still, and you know you gonna be fake, why the fuck would you show up to their business? Okay, and all you gonna do is stand there and make judgment and try to throw fucking shade. And yet you're standing there and you have absolutely nothing to your name of value that you can call yours. A business, a home, a car, or nothing. It's all in your husband's stuff. Toya, Simone, I'm not going to say that about you, but you was giving very much hateration tease as well, okay? You're talking about, oh, she thinks she the queen of this in the hood. So the fuck what? She the queen of her goddamn beauty shit. Why are you hating on the fact that she opened up a spot and she's selling what she's selling? And what you probably hating on is the fact that y'all know that this 9 out of 10 will be successful, okay? Because I'm saying we need more black beauty stores up in the hood, as you say, for us black people, okay? So it might 9 out of 10 will be successful. You know what I'm saying? And you're standing there hating on it, calling the wigs cheap and shit. Granted, they did look a little, but who gives a fuck? She got her own shit. Toya, do you got your shit? If you was gonna come there with all this negative energy, contesting your ass too, y'all could have stayed the fuck home until y'all actually fucking talked, okay? And then have the nerve to ask. I think Simone said that too to Heavenly. How come I ain't walking up in the show? Well, they asked if they wanted to walk, and actually, it's the people that I'm actually talking to right now. But we haven't really spoken that much, you know what I'm saying? But if you wanted to walk, you could have asked. So obviously, y'all ain't been speaking enough to know that this was going on. Girl, what is going on with my lip? Did I hit it? I think I hit it. Y'all ain't been speaking enough to even know that you could walk in the show, okay? So that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You know why people get in their feelings when they are not invited or included in something when it's with a person that they have an issue with, and you're talking so much cash shit about and you're not cool with. I just don't understand that. And then Contessa had the nerve to say the same damn thing. I mean, I would have liked to have walked. Why she didn't ask? Y'all ain't even been talking. You the one that got the issue with her. I said, oh my goodness. Then have an issue with the fact that she wanted everybody from the cast to come over there and take a picture. Why would I take a picture? Why would I take a picture? Girl, if this is what you was going to give, stay your ass home the next time. The event was cute, okay? That was Married to Medicine. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. I'll see y'all later. Peace.